Hey guys, it's James here with Honest Cigar Reviews. As you can see in front of me, I have a nub Habano, and I've actually had these for quite a while, for about 3 years, and I'm not sure if I did a review on this one or not. Maybe I just took pictures and put it on the website. But this is the Torpedo. I believe this is, I want to say it's like 4 inches long by 64. So it's a really fat cigar. Look at the foot on that thing. I mean, it doesn't get much bigger than that. I might actually, well, since it's a Torpedo, I'll be fine cutting it, but if it was cutting something like that, I don't know if my cutter would fit it, my Cigar. But so appearances are pretty good. My humidor is a little dry, so you can see the band kind of moves, but that's because my humidor has been running around like 60, so it's a little dry. But maybe there's some discoloration there. I don't know if you could see that. You know, it might be just a little bit discolored. There might be a spot here or there. Oh, there's one right here. See that little spot? It's kind of sunny out. But, so it's not the most perfect Habano wrapper, but it's pretty good. Let me smell here. Just kind of smells like a humidor would. Cedary, maybe a little bit of barnyard. But yeah, so I'm going to smoke this with some E&J VSOP. And so this is my first brandy, and it was like $12 for this whole bottle. And I tried some last night, and it actually was pretty harsh. You know, I've had actually a little bit of Hennessy, and you know, for being a VSOP, you know, very special old pale, it's a little harsh. It's kind of like, it almost has like a cough syrupy. You know, it's not very smooth, but so I put it in some coffee, and we're gonna try that out. And we're going to see if we like that. Anyway, I'll catch back with you guys pretty soon, and yeah. This has a very open draw there. I cut it maybe just a little bit more than I should have, but it's very open. I love that. These are kind of known for having very nice straight ashes. This one's a little bit curvy, but it'll definitely straight out, you know. When they're bigger, it's easier to stay lit, and generally I find that they're just better burns. And so it's beautifully white, probably one of the whitest ashes I've ever seen. Doesn't get much whiter than that. For flavor, the flavor profile I'd say is really has a slight bitter nut to it. And maybe just some aged tobacco, like a musty tobacco. It's really good though. Finish is quite short, but with the brandy coffee, it's a pretty good match. I'm glad I did the coffee because, you know, by itself it wasn't that great. Let's see here. You know, I like aging my cigars for a couple years. I remember smoking this before. It was a little harsher. Now I can retrohale it pretty well. And it's not really, it's a shorter burn, I feel like, than I remember, but it's really smooth. Just has a nice natural taste to it. I can't explain it other than that. Nothing too exciting, but definitely a pretty good smoke. I used to be obsessed with these because I used to sit it down, you know, and I thought it was so cool that you could stand it on your ashtray and it would just stand there and stay lit. But yeah, I'll catch back with you guys in another 20 minutes or so. See you soon. Just want to give a quick shout out. I actually had some of this. This is called Woodford Reserve. And the name, I believe, is Lebrat and Graham, or Lebras, I guess, if you're, you know, fancy. And yeah, it's Kentucky straight bourbon, and single batch here, I think. So it's, I mean, they say they're a pretty small batch, but this is really the best bourbon I think I've ever had. Very smooth, you know, and I definitely love that. You know, you can tell it's been crafted and very well aged. And yeah, so let's see here. Approved by Master Chris Morris. You know, so this was really good. I definitely recommend this stuff. I think it's $35 a bottle, but definitely good stuff here. Gotta love a good bourbon. Alright, we are back. As you can see, 20 minutes later, there's a huge burn indent, and I've never seen that with a nub. So I'm definitely going to have to correct that pretty soon because I thought it would correct itself. But flavors so far. It's actually getting quite a bit more complex. I'm tasting some toast, a little bit of spice on the nose. The finish is getting a little bit longer. And yeah, I'd say the nuttiness is kind of rounded out, and it almost touches on like a tiny bit of like a creamy nut kind of taste to it. And yeah, it's definitely, the finish is like, I think it's impressive because now I'm kind of tasting a little bit of like a hint of sweetness. Like the longer the finish goes, the more I can taste a little bit of almost like a caramely kind of finish to the very, very end there. But it's very, very subtle. But yeah, as you can see the burn, I'm definitely going to have to correct that. That's going to knock some points down on this review. Yeah. Whew. It's definitely kicking up a little bit, and I like that. So as you can see, the ash just kind of fell off. And yeah, the flavor profile now is, I'd say the wood kind of character I've got from it earlier it's kind of more defined as like an oak, kind of like you know, kind of bourbon-esque, I guess, if you will. Has like that robust kind of feel to it, and I don't know. It's getting definitely a lot spicier. You know, the smaller it gets, the spicier it's going to get because of the burn there is getting so close to your lips. And that's probably the only downside of this, is the whole cigar is one sweet spot. But as soon as you get to about 1 inch, okay, it's going to start to get hot. So I'd like the spice. It's just pretty soon I'm probably going to put it down. But there's definitely an oaky kind of caramely sweetness, and I think that goes pretty well with the brandy coffee I'm trying. I don't know. We'll have to go down even a little bit farther, and I'll give you guys the final review. See you soon. Alright, I'm on my final third here, and as you can tell, as you can see there, it's starting to get kind of flaky and kind of starting to fall apart here. So I'm going to finish it, but definitely it's getting more and more complex, spicier. I'd say it's medium to full bodied, and I think this was about $7 a stick. And so we have some oak, some spice, we have maybe a little tiny bit of leather, a little tiny bit of cream, and probably about a medium finish, medium in length that is. And so overall, I would rate this Nub Habano 464T an 8.6 on our 10-point scale. If you guys want to look at more cigar reviews, definitely check out the website, honestcigarreviews.com. See you later. Bye-bye.